morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to Beta Plan, playing Shadowrun. So, time to get ahead, but there's one more door that we can crack open, and I just can't stop my curiosity. A dark-skinned man in an expensive suit stands at the far end of the room. Akward tetters his data jack to a port in the hotel wall. His eyes are glazed over, dead to the world. He's jacked into the hotel's media library, probably enjoying some slick, professionally produced Simpsons fantasy. Something like that. She chuckles. He doesn't even know that I'm in the room. Might as well look around a little then, but be quick. A cyber deck sits on the table opposite Isabel. She rotates her PA to give you a view. It's a custom job pieced together from components pulled from a dozen other machines. Looks a lot like the Octopus. Which is her personal computer on our ship, which we, by the way, we also have renamed into the Kraken. Only smaller. Sorry, I had to put that in there. The display has been pulled from a Fuji model designed for export into the UCAS with a chrome bezel and red light accent lights. The keyboard is a mechanical relic with round, heavy keys that appear to have been salvaged from a typewriter. Judging by the Pashto characters emblazoned on the keys, it's probably a Pakistani make. The case is a heavily modified Raku design. You can see components from at least a dozen other manufacturers jutting out of it. At least a dozen other elements jump out at you, each stranger than the last. A custom stamp on the case labels it as property of the Binary Bard, which I like as a name, to be honest. Also because I like the Bard class in D&D. Yes, I know it's not a very strong one, but I like it nonetheless. Isabel stares at the monstrosity, her jaw hanging open. That might be just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Well, grab it then, but hurry, you need to keep moving. After all, this might be a customary upgrade for Isabel. Always handy. Isabel grabs the cyber deck in both hands and heaves. It doesn't budge. Uh-oh. On the other side of the room, the decker jolts back to life. He turns to face Isabel, her motion strangely languid. See? Excuse me, that deck is mine. His tone is calm, conversational. It's also mag-locked to the surface of my desk. Now, stop touching it, please, or I'll be forced to call security. No, housekeeping wouldn't just move that around, I think. Bathroom? Why would you go in here and untouch the deck? No, I heard that you had the most impressive cyber deck at the show. I had to see it for myself. That's true, I do. That doesn't give you a right to break into my room and fondle it, though. Now, you want to tell me what a caterer cares about custom hardware? And he has a point, by the way. No, we're not going to say that we're here to steal it. That's more or less what number 1 says. I'm an attendee. I spilled something on my clothes. That's not logical. Then you're still back here, even if you spilled something on your clothes. Yeah, I'm a caterer, but that's... Yeah, I'm a caterer, but that's a job. She looks the decker in the eye, and her voice goes deadly serious. Decking is my life. And that is true. Alright, so you love decking? Sure, everybody needs a hobby. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm giving you a choice. You can tell me what you want. You can back up out of here, or you can call security. Neither of us wants me to do number 3. She doesn't wait for a response. Oh, come on, please don't do anything stupid. Please don't do anything stupid. Please don't do anything stupid. Your deck, it's a beautiful piece of workmanship, and I want it. Maybe I could buy it off you? At least he says he wants to buy it off and doesn't want to go over his corpse to get it. She's not for sale. Tell you what though, I would be convinced to let you crack the case open and take a look aside. He still was a John. Maybe you could learn a thing or two. He is a little bit haughty, but wow. Yeah. Hell, pull your gun and make him turn off the maglock? No. He's still jacked in, I think, half, so he could call security everywhere. I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, Isabel, thank the man, look at the box, and get the hell out of there. Hey man, thanks really, I appreciate it. I always love looking at custom builds. No problem. There's a case release catch under the portal port. Give her a once over, take notes if you want, and when you're finished, be sure to close the door right behind you. Let's take a look. Isabel cracks the case on the deck, lifting it high. She studies the innards of the device intently, her eyes flitting from connection to connection, from card to card. This is some genuinely impressive work. A few minutes later, she snaps the case back shut and is apparently in her normal clothing again. Thank you, Deathclaw. In a day full of unpleasant surprises, this was a really nice one. Hey, that's great. Now hurry up. We'll still need to get to Rhombus. And we get a mission item added. Pay data. Prototype deck info. Okay, so we can sell this on the Shadowland because that's what pay data is. And unfortunately did not give her a unique deck, which may have been done if we pulled the gun on him. But it just seems so, well, unpleasant. After all, he actually allowed us to look at it while we were more or less trying to rob him. Didn't feel right. Alright, we're in Rhombus. Sweet. Time for some action. Oh, this is a big ass building. Alright, let's open this. Hello, Rhombus, my man. You've got a problem. Locate and trap Rhombus. Oh, Koshai is right in the way. Don't move, Koshai. He did move. As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavy, tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue to move, each of his irises in a slanted rectangle. Rhombus looks at Isabel and sighs. If he is surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want them back, huh? The memories that we locked away. I always knew that you would one day. But you got so hostile after the procedure, I didn't think you'd come around this soon. What? Apparently, I thought it was drugs, but did she just let her memories be taken away with techno-wizardy? Isabel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bent, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slacked my dag. What was I just supposed to take that by punching back? Wait, what is the bell? You slacked his what? Who did who what first? Isabel cuts in, her normal small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you're being. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy, or an orc, or a troll. You would talk down to me like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Whoa, hold up. I talk that way to you because she pouts over him, cutting him short. Also, punch back? That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an SEP to troll all of my posts on Shadowlands. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? Oh my god, are we talking? Jeez, nerds in there. And I have the feeling also the way he just wants to say something. I'm going to say it right now. He's in love with her, or he likes it, or something like that. Something. His face goes beet red. His chest pops out. That the kind whose cat you got killed, you little monster. Oh, Captain Whiskers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. Okay. Maybe it's not love, it's Captain Whiskers is way more important. Well, it is love, but different type of love. What the hell? She rears back in indignation. That wasn't me. I never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. You know what? You sound like bickering teenagers. Actually, check that. You are bickering teenagers. You're the muscle, I take it. You and your friend, and his really impressive drone. Well, he does recognize it at least. Oh, shite, I clicked twice. I am so sorry. I doubt you can even freeze frame that. I just double clicked by accident. His face goes up an octave and he points a trolling finger at Isabel. She brought you along to beat the information out of me, didn't she? I'm sure that he and Rector said something like, yes, Koshai is very good. Something like that on one or another, darn it. Beat isn't the word I use. Koshai is better equipped for ripping and tearing. There we go! Mads and scientist goes at it. He gives the one Poen an encouraging nod. A good thought, though. You have a firm grasp of the situation. Rhombus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. His eyes are locked on the drone that's slowly scuttling towards him. Oh, dear lord. Well, we brought the right man along, and the other one would have probably been right, would have been Duncan. But, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm the muscle. So shut your mouth until I tell you to speak, or you're gonna have problems. Got it? I can't believe that this is happening to me. All over me trying to do you a favor. He shakes it at Isabel. That will teach me to give your friend some advice, I guess. That's the second time you said that. This whole feud started over you trying to give Isabel advice? Yes. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think maybe I was telling her what kind of ram to pick for her deck. Something like that. It was a long time ago. It wasn't what you said, Rumble. This is how you said it. She stares up at him, fuming. And the argument was nothing. It was what you did after the argument that was unforgivable. Taking a moral high ground that isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first for no reason. Okay. From what I'm getting here, you both hate each other. But you were friends, right? Once, I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. Hell, you begged me to. We were friends, Isabel. Good friends. And then you went and messed it all up. Yeah, so... I have a feeling that part of the memory is gone. What I said a few episodes ago. What I thought was drugs is not drugs. It's techno. Amateur surgery. And here is the surgeon. I don't think I want to rough him up, actually. Amateur brain surgery? Please explain what that means. What the hell has this been about? My memories. The ones about my childhood. The ones that I lost. They aren't gone. They're in headwear storage. Locked away behind an encryption key. I've got them, but I can't see them without it. That was your idea, is keeping them, I mean. You told me to hold on to the key for you just in case you were ever needed them back. Which is what you want to know, because she comes from Kuala Lumpur City. I know, Rhombus, but after everything that had happened, I just couldn't just ask you to. You want the encryption key for the memories that we locked away? It's yours. I don't envy the pain that you feel when you unlock them, but they belong to you. He keys a series of buttons on this PDA. Isabel's PDA buzzes a moment later. There, check your inbox. You've got the key. Do with it what you will. I was holding onto it for you, anyway. Isabel blinks confusedly, but I thought we were enemies now. We were. There was no reason for us to be. Just take the key and go. Have a nice life. He waves her off. He looks exhausted. You know, I'm not gonna say anything here. Isabel stares at Rhombus, a neutral expression on her face. Finally, she speaks up. I'm sorry, Rhombus. I don't know how things got as bad as they did, but sorry. Her voice goes solemn. I'm going to find out what happened to Captain Whiskers. I promise you that. That'd be nice of you, Is. I appreciate it. Almost bashfully, his gaze flits to the ground. He looks away and color surges to his cheeks. Oh, it is. I've got an admission to make. She rolls her eyes. Look, I get it wrong. You've always liked me. I hate to break it to you, but it was never that big of a secret. And I know that's why. I told you he had a crush on her. I was still right, even with Captain Whiskers there. Wow. If he loves her more than a cat. Oh, and it must have been true love. His eyes go wide. He raises his hand, palms out, and shakes his head. What? No, it's not that at all. I mean, you're a nice girl and all, but just no. Color rushes to her cheek, but then what? Oh dear. Oh, I just made the remark for her, and then okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be silent now and let Harebrained schemes tell the story. My panic button. He flips the sleeve inside out, and you see a blinking red lead imbued to the fabric. I tripped it when you broke in. Cops are on their way, but wait, don't freak out. I'll call them off for you. Oh. She shuffles her feet, looks away. Thanks. Hey, what are friends for? You just wait here, I'll go meet them in the hall and draw them off to another room. Shouldn't take 2 seconds. Oh, it is? It was nice catching up with you. Good luck with the whole memory thing. You're gonna need it. She nods mutely. Rhombus takes off at a run, then disappears down the hole. Alright. We're in position and we secure the target. Don't talk to the police officer. Don't do it. That would be dumb as hell. Confirm. We're going out of here. Back to Haoi. Holy heck. Well, actually, by the way, it was actually that he liked her. Well, yeah, he does, but a love for a sister is different than a love for a lover. But it is a love nonetheless. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I have the feeling that was a teenage fight that just got way out of hand. And that is really funny considering this team fights with the fact that she's a Shadowrunner could have gone down with guns. The bus trip back to Kaitak is quieter than the ride it was. Your fellow passengers sit crumpled in their seats, barely moving, barely speaking. Their Decon 2056 t-shirts hang loose in their frames, and their once cherished guest badges have been crumpled into their pockets. You see more lively groups on the way to the morgue. Isabel looks up at you, her eyes full of the same post-con fatigue that you see in everyone else. She gives you a small smile and taps her temple with her fingernail. You've got what you came for. The show is over. It's time to go home. Well, and what her memories will tell her, I will tell you, but I will look into that off camera. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.